بسم الله. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to our new lesson of Mega Goal 4. Inshallah, we are going to take a new lesson on your student book, page number 36. It's on unit 3, out loud, 3 grammar. Okay. But before starting the new lesson, my dear students, I want to check the homework I gave you yesterday. So at first, I want you to open on page 35 to answers or check the answers. As you see here, it's exercise A, vocabulary. In this exercise, I want you to look carefully at these words, and I want you to complete the sentences with one of these words. I told you that before, so now I will show you the answers, and I want you to check your answers. If there are anything wrong, I want you to replace them with the right ones. Okay? Okay. Okay, let's go to exercise B on page 35. Exercise B, comprehension, answer the questions. We talked before a lesson about some funny clues, and I told you at the end of the lesson to read this lesson again and answer these questions. So now, my dear students, I will show you the answers, and I want you to check your answers on your student book. Good. These are answers for these questions. Now, my dear students, let's go to the lesson of today. As I told you, it's unit 3, laugh out loud, 3 grammar. Today, inshallah, we are going to take roles. The first one is the past and present participial adjectives. The second one is get plus adjective or get plus past participle. The last one is the and the comparatives. Okay. This is the lesson of today, or these are the roles we are going to explain for today, inshallah. Before starting to explain the lesson of today, my dear students, I want to show you some examples, or I want to ask you some questions related to the first rule. So I want you to pay attention and think carefully and give me the answers to these questions. As I told you, my dear students, the first part is related to the past and present participial adjectives. Okay. Uh, as I told you, I want you to read this example and give me the answer. I want you to choose from two answers. I will write them on the screen, and I want you to choose one only. Okay. Okay. The example is the film was, and the answers are bored or boring. What is the right answer here for this question, or to complete this sentence? I want a student to look carefully and think carefully, then give me the answer, my dear students. يلا يا شباب كده، الناس اللي موجودة معانا تفكر كويس كده وتعطينا الجواب، أو تختار الجواب المناسب للجملة. Okay, let's give the mic to إياد مجدي. اتفضل يا إياد.
موجود أستاذ.
Good afternoon إياد. Good afternoon my dear student. إياد, I want you to choose the right answer. The film was bored or boring?
طبعا أستاذ. اللي هي اللي آخرها الإي دي البورن الإيه.
اللي هي الأولى، اللي هي A، اللي هي bored.
إيه.
Do you know the reason why you choose bored not boring؟ ليه أنت اخترت bored؟
عشان الوزن أستاذ.
عشان was. Okay, إياد. يعني I'd like to thank you, but I want another student to help you to get the right answer. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Iyad. Thanks a lot. Now I want another student to say his opinion. اتفضل يا أحمد.
أيوة أستاذ.
Ahmed, your friend Iyad chose board. Is this answer right or wrong?
Wrong.
Okay, what is the right answer and why?
Boring.
Why?
عشان هو الفيلم هو ده وصف للفيلم، هو مش لو بورد، هي المفروض مثلا I was bored.
Excellent.
لكن ده فيلم المفروض تبقى تاخد الاي ان جي.
Excellent. So the right answer is boring. So we have to choose letter B, boring, because we want to describe the film, not the person. Okay. Thank you, Ahmed. Thanks a lot. Excellent. ممتاز يا شباب. يبقى the film was boring. Okay. Now I want to show you another example, and I want you to answer it. Okay. The other example is Ahmed was spaces. If we want to give two words for you to choose, I want to say bored or boring. What is the right one here for this sentence? Ahmed was bored or boring? I want a student to give us the answer for this sentence, or to complete it. I want a student to complete this sentence. Ahmed was bored or boring? طيب اتفضل يا زياد عادل.
هقول أحمد was bored.
Excellent. Why?
إني سنة بوصف أحمد بقول إنه هو كان ممل، ما أعرف أقول إنه boring.
لا
ما بوصف حاجة أنا.
تمام. كان شاعر بالملل، مش كان ممل، كان شاعر بالملل، يشعر بالملل. إنما في المرة الأولى كنا بنقول إن الفيلم هو اللي كان ممل. تمام كده؟ يبقى if we want to describe a person, we use the word or the adjective bored. The adjective ended with ed or d. Excellent, زياد. ممتاز. برافو عليك يا زياد. Okay, my dear students. Now Now I want to show you a video related to this role. Then I will explain this role again after finishing the video, okay? So I want you to pay attention and watch the video carefully to get more information related to this role, okay? Good. Okay, my dear students, after watching the video, now I want a student to tell me what are we going to explain for today? What is the role we are talking about? I want a student to tell me what is the role or what are the roles we are going to talk about for today after watching the video. Who can give me the answer? أنس، تفضل يا أنس.
ايه يا استاذ.
Anas, after watching the video, I wanted to tell us what is the role. What are we going to talk about?
Okay. We're talking about the past continuous and the past perfect.
Okay, and what, Anas?
That's
Okay, thank you, Anas. Thanks a lot. Now I want another student to tell us what are we going to talk about or what is the role for today. تفضل يا بدر.
أيوة أستاذ.
What is the role for today? What are we going to talk about?
We will talk about past and present participle adjective.
Okay, good, good. What is the when we have to use the past participle adjective and the present participle adjectives?
We can use ed when we describe the way a person feels.
Excellent. The way the person feels when we want to describe the person's feelings. Okay, and the ing, the adjective ending with ing.
We use ing when we describe the verb.
When we wanted to describe what causes the feelings. Excellent, excellent, ممتاز, excellent, برافو عليك يا بدر. طيب, now my dear students, today inshallah we are going to explain a new role. It's about the past and present participle adjectives. The past participle and the present participle forms of a verb can be used as adjective. Here we don't or we aren't talking about the present continuous as your friend Anas said, or the past participle. Here we want to talk about or explain that we can use the past participle اللي هو the third form of the verb and the present participle form اللي هو الverb ing as adjectives, as an adjective. Okay, يعني ان احنا بنستخدم التصريف الثالث من الفعل او بنستخدم الverb ing كصفة وليس المضارع المستمر ولا المضارع التام ولا الماضي التام ولا الكلام ده كله. Okay, and the past participles generally end in ed. يعني لما نقول past participles adjective اللي هي الصفة اللي بتنتهي ب ed, but can also end in d or t or en or n and describe how someone feels. يعني ان الكلمات اللي هي بتبقى في التصريف الثالث ممكن تنتهي بدي او اي دي، ممكن تنتهي بدي فقط، ممكن تنتهي بتي، ممكن اي ان، ممكن ان، المهم انها third form of the verb اللي هو التصريف الثالث من الفعل. طيب بنستخدمها ليه؟ Why? To describe how someone feels. If we wanted to describe someone, we use the adjectives ended with d or ed or the past participle of the verb because it's as an adjective. Okay, like this example. If we look carefully at this example, he was of the snakes. He was frightened of the snakes. Here we want to describe him, to describe a person, he. So we have to say he was frightened, not frightening. يعني احنا هنا بنستخدم الصفة اللي هي بتصف الشخص، لذلك استخدمنا ال past participle as an adjective. استخدمنا هنا التصريف الثالث أو الشكل الثالث من الفعل كصفة تصف الأشخاص. And if we look carefully here at the present participle always end in ing and describe what causes the feeling. Here we wanted to describe the personality. We wanted to describe place, describe events, anything, not a person. So we have to say the cat was frightening, because here we don't want to describe a person, we want to describe an animal, the cat. So the adjective here must be frightening, not frightened. Okay. Now, my dear students, let's go to another role for today. It's related to the role we explained before. Here, the word or the verb get. Get, we put get plus adjective or get plus past participle in sentences like this. If we wanted to use get before an adjective or past participle, that's happen when we want to suggest that something is changing or starting to happen. يعني بنستخدم get ويجي بعدها الصفة أو يجي بعدها الباست participle، لأن احنا اتفقنا إن الباست participle بيكون صفة، فبنستخدم get والصفة أو الباست participle of the verb to suggest that something is changing or starting to happen. Okay, as you see here in this example, it's almost time for me to give my presentation. I am getting nervous. Here we use the word or the verb get and the adjective nervous. Okay, okay. Now another example. My mother spaces if I am not home by 10 o'clock. Here we have to say my mother gets worried if I am not home by 10 o'clock. Now, my dear students, I want a student to say what is this role and how can we use it in sentences. I want another student to tell us what I explained related to this role. عاوز حد يقول لي بقى اللي انا الجزئيه اللي انا قلتها هنا اللي بتتعلق بالقاعده اللي احنا اتكلمنا عنها في الاخر دي. طيب نشوف كده. أنس محمد. أنس.
Yes, sir.
What about this role? Do you understand it?
Yes.
What is this role? What is this role talking about?
The first example or the second example?
The two examples.
Okay. The first, it's almost time for me to give my presentation. I am getting nervous.
What happened here?
That's present continuous.
Excellent. Here we use the present continuous but with get. يعني احنا استخدمنا المضارع المستمر مع كلمة get فأصبحت I am getting. طيب وبعدها what is this word? What is the part of speech this word؟ يعني الكلمة ديت
anyone.
اسم ولا فعل ولا صفة ولا ظرف؟
نلبس
أيوه.
صفة.
Excellent. يبقى the first example we use or used get and the adjective. Excellent. But here we have to be carefully because we have to use get in the right way or in the right tense. So as your friend Anas told us that this is the present progressive اللي هو am is are and the verb ing. Excellent. يعني ما ينفعش ان انا اقولها هنا I am get، اقولها I am getting. تمام، يبقى احنا بنستخدم get ويجي بعدها الصفة، ولكن بنستخدم get في الزمن او الشكل الصحيح. ممتاز يا انس. طيب what about the second example؟
Okay. My mother gets worried if I am not home by 10 o'clock.
Okay. What happened here؟
Present perfect.
No, not this the present perfect. This is the present simple.
Present simple.
The present simple. And after get or gets we put what؟
Past
ايوه past participle.
simple.
لا past
Past participle.
participle. مش احنا قلنا ان احنا بنستخدم الباست participle كصفه، فهو احنا هنا بعد get استخدمنا بدل ما نقول get worry نقول get or gets worried. تمام. excellent ممتاز. excellent أنس. thanks a lot. تمام، يبقى here we use the past participle after the word get, but here get is in the present simple, and we add s at the end of get because we start the sentence with singular noun my mother. يبقى احنا هنا بدأنا الجملة بمفرد، وفي المضارع البسيط لما يكون الجملة بادئة بمفرد فاعل مفرد بيأتي الفعل منتهي بالإضافات اللي هي اس اي اس اي اي اس. تمام. اما اذا كان جمع بنستخدمها في المضارع البسيط كما هي. يبقى احنا لما نيجي نستخدم get ونجيب بعدها الصفه او نجيب بعدها الباست participle نراعي زمن الجمله ونضع get في الشكل الصحيح. تمام. Now my dear students, I want to show you another video related to the last part of the lesson of today. Okay, I want you to pay attention and watch the video carefully to know this role, the comparatives. Okay, now let's start watching the video. Okay, my dear students, after watching the last video related to the lesson of today, I want a student to say what does he learn or what did he learn from this video. I want a student to tell us what is this role and why we use this role. Okay, let's give the mic to عبد الرحمن وليد. تفضل عبد الرحمن. عبد الرحمن. طيب محمد أحمد الشربيني. محمد.
Hello, Mr.
Good afternoon, Muhammad.
Good afternoon.
Muhammad, did you watch the video?
Yes.
Okay, what did you learn? What is this role and why we have to use it?
To say that the first thing has an effect on the second thing.
Excellent. What is the role?
The
Yes.
plus verb.
Not plus verb, not the plus short adjective or long adjective with er or the more.
معلش.
Okay. طيب
تمام.
and the with
بعدين باقي الجملة بعدين the plus long or short adjectives.
yes, excellent. Short or long comparatives اللي هو short adjective plus er or long with more. Okay. As your friend, thanks Muhammad, thanks a lot. As your friend Muhammad told us, we use this role if we want to say that the first thing has an effect on the second one. If we look at the role, the and the comparative is used with two comparatives to say that the first thing has an effect on the second one. If we look carefully at these examples, the funnier the joke, the harder the audience laughs. If the joke was or is very funny, that makes the audience laughs a lot. يبقى احنا لو الفكاهه او النكته كانت مضحكه اكثر هيكون الجمهور او الناس المستمعين بيضحكوا اكثر. يبقى اذا الجزء الاول هو مسبب للنتيجه اللي بتحصل في الجزء الاخر. And this example, the more I get to know my classmates, the better I like them. Okay, my dear students, these are some roles related to the lesson of today. Now I want you to go to your student book to answer some exercises related to these roles. At first, exercise A, he wants you to complete the sentences with the present or past participle of the verb in parentheses. As I told you, if we wanted to describe a person, we use the adjective ended with D or ED, or the third form of the verb. But if we want to describe a thing or personality or events, places, animals, we use the adjective ended with ing. It's the present participle adjectives. Okay, I want a student to read number one and give me the answers. Number one. اتفضل يا احمد زكي. احمد. اسامه عبد العزيز.
ايوه يا استاذ.
اتفضل يا احمد. Number one, read and answer it.
Okay. Number one.
Yes.
When Jack found out that he wasn't accepted to his first choice of university, he was disappointed.
He was disappointed. Excellent. Okay. Complete the sentence.
The news was disappointing.
Ahmed, that's right. But I want you to tell your friends why at first you used disappointed and in the second one used disappointing.
هو disappointed عشان هو بيوصف هو حال السبجكت اللي هو أحمد اللي هو وجاك.
Excellent.
لكن the news هو بيوصف النيوز نفسها عاملة ازاي، ما بيوصفش شعور حد، هو بيوصف النيوز كانت عاملة ايه، فهتبقى disappointing.
Excellent. ممتاز، برافو عليك يا أحمد. Thanks a lot. That's right. Okay, now I want another one to answer number two. I want another student to give us the answer for number two. Let's give the mic to Ziad. اتفضل يا زياد.
2. Calling someone by the wrong name is embarrassing. I did it last week with a new friend, and I was terribly embarrassed.
Excellent. طيب, why at first used embarrassing, and in the second embarrassed.
أستاذ المرة هو embarrassing أستاذ لأني بوصف الحالة.
Yes, here we want to describe the calling. We wanted to say calling someone by the wrong
Yes.
name is embarrassing, not describing the person. But in the second one,
To describe myself
to
and my
describe
condition.
to describe I, and I related to a person.
Yes.
Related to a person. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. ممتاز، برافو يا زياد. Thanks a lot. تمام. Now, my dear students, I want another one to read the last question, number 3, and I will give you the all the exercises, on page 36 and 37 as homework, and I will check them again in the next lesson, inshallah. Now, let's give the mic to Badr. تفضل يا بدر. تفضل يا بدر. تفضل يا أنس. But quickly please, because we don't have a time.
Okay.
يلا بسرعة يا أنس.
People who talk about themselves all the time are selfish.
أنت عندك الكلمة موجودة عندنا تحت اهي irritate. هتبقى irritated ولا irritating؟
Irritated.
Irritating. Okay. Complete.
Irritated. I used to have a friend like that who irritated me all of the time.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks for you, Anas. Thanks a lot, my dear students. And now, at the end, I'd like to thank you for your attendance and for your participation. Thanks a lot. And I want you to answer all exercises on page 36 and 37 as a homework, and I will check them again in the next lesson, inshallah. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.